So Palantir pretty much broke even on the day today, guys. It closed at $17.77, and it pretty much sold off the entire day. But the only reason why it broke even is because we had a lot of green in the beginning of the day and mostly in the pre-market. You guys can see in the pre-market, we got up to about where? $18.18. Then at market open, we ran up to about $18.30 by about 10:15 a.m. on the East Coast. So at one point, we were up around, let's see, percentage-wise, about 3%. Then we pretty much sold off for the rest of the day from that point, where, again, we hit 18:30 roughly at about 10:15 a.m. on the East Coast. From that point, you guys can see we made lower highs for the rest of the day. If I zoom in on this intraday activity, you guys can see 1828, 1818 right here. We hit about 1810 right here, lower high. And again at about 1780 here, again here at about 1790. So you get the point. Palantir pretty much downtrended all day. But the only reason why it didn't go red is because we had a nice start to the day in the pre-market and at the beginning of the day, as again we ran up to about $18.30. And that's in the midst of an overall green day for the stock market. We had the S&P 500 go up 0.4%. Same with the Dow. The NASDAQ led the way up 0.9%, as we had the Russell up 0.2% on the day, and the VIX up as well, funny enough, 2.3%, as gold and silver went down 0.8% and let's see, 0.6% respectively. So pretty much a green day across the board, but Palantir broke even. And if we pull up the 5-day, 5-minute chart here, let's see here. So it looks like we took out the highs from Friday. That's a pretty good sign for the bulls here, even though we broke even. You guys can see on Friday we peaked out at about 1790 roughly, 1792. And today, again, we hit 1830. So we took out those highs by about 30, 40 cents, excuse me, guys, which is a really good sign overall for Palantir. But the fact that we closed on a downswing, we actually broke under the 50 and the 180 moving averages here on this 5-day, 5-minute, and we have a death cross as well. You guys can see now when, a couple hours ago, even during the day, and on Friday, we were above the moving averages, even a little bit on Thursday here on the 5-day, 5-minute. Now we're back under those on this time frame, as we have seen some selling over the past couple of hours. So back under the moving averages we go here on, Palantir stock. And it looks like we failed to break above the mid-18s today, which we struggled at that point last week. You guys can see on Friday, obviously Thursday and Wednesday as well. And looks like Tuesday, Tuesday we failed in the mid-18s as well. So in the short term, guys, we need to get through that point. The bulls need to break above the 1830 to 1850 range. So let me set one alert there right now. Mark is at or above $18.50. Let me do that. Mark is at or above 1850. So if that were to break, let me pull up the 10-day chart and show you guys this. Then we'll be playing in this range right here between 1965 to about $20.35 ish, which is where we failed in the beginning of this month and in the end of November. So watch for the push past this point. Again, my alert is set there at 1850. If that does break, we might fill the gap right here, 1960. Then if that were to break, maybe towards $20.35. So if I pull up this, let's see, the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see this spot is actually a resistance as well from a couple of months ago, really just 2 months ago, from the middle of October, it looks like, where we hit 1850. Yeah, we hit that. Then we sold off into earnings. And of course, after earnings, we ripped like no other. So now we're actually fighting with that 50 mark, which not only was the high from a couple of days ago, but also a couple of months ago. So, again, that, it all comes down to that point. That spot needs to break for Palantir, as overall it's still on an uptrend. And for that uptrend to continue, again, that point needs to break. Let me draw this channel out so you guys can see where we're at right now. Pretty obvious. Boom. We're in this channel still which is clear as day. So what do you guys think about Palantir? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And by the way, if you have not gone up to 15 stocks yet for Moomoo, what the heck are you waiting for? Open up your account using that link down below. And once you fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. So if you guys want some free money, and of course you want to help out the channel because it is an affiliate link, use that Moomoo link down below. I appreciate you guys. As always, let me know what stocks you get in the comments. And with that being said, cheers. Let's talk about some other names here that went up like crazy today and some that went down. Let's see what went down actually first. Bad news first here, guys. Well, not necessarily bad news, but it looks like Coinbase sold off, which, I mean, guys, come on. This stock's up from $73 to $150 in just the past month and a half. So this stock is up like no other. And it looks like we are getting a little bit toppy here. Maybe a triple top forming on this 4-hour time frame at about 148. We hit that point there, here, and here again. So maybe we do sell off a little bit, lower hundreds. Honestly, I think that'd be a healthy spot here on the 4-hour chart. Maybe 100, 105, 110 towards that 180 SMA. That'd be a spot that I'm watching here on Coinbase. Looks like Nikola, well, what else is new? That sold off as well today, 4%. Looks like we're right by the lows from back in June. Not a good sign there for Nikola. Looks like Meta sold off about 2.4% today, or 2.2%, which this is also looking quite interesting here. It looks like we failed to test 342 again, at least as of now. It looks like we are putting in a lower high right here, if you guys can see on the 4-hour chart. So we'll see how that plays out over the next couple of days on Meta stock. Let me see what else here, guys. Tesla down on the day, 1.7%. Looks like we are slowly starting to get rejected at the top of this channel. We'll see if that continues here moving forward. Amazon also down 1%. So how the heck did the NASDAQ go up 1% when Amazon was red, Meta was up, or red, excuse me. Let's see what Google did. What the heck's going on here? Google went down 1.4%. Apple went down 1.3%. So what is holding the NASDAQ up? Am I losing my mind, guys? Apple, Microsoft, what's going on? Yeah, all of these big dog tech names went down, but the NASDAQ somehow went up. I guess I'm missing something here. But either way, guys, excuse me, markets, pretty good day, green across the board. You know, Palantir broke even, or yeah, it broke even, but still took out the highs earlier today from, you know, yesterday, the day before that, which is a good sign in the short term. So we'll see if the momentum continues here with Palantir. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. Follow me on X, also known as Twitter, at Stocks Talk Stocks. We're almost, I think, at 900 followers on there. Then we're going for 1,000. So make sure you guys go subscribe on X, or follow me on X. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.